About 13 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom with 2 little children, living that life I had always dreamed of. And then one day, amidst all my finger-painted chairs and floors full of Cheerios, I felt God quietly but surely calling me to something new. I felt a tug on my heart to fill the first part of James 1:27 in a new way that we hadn't done before in our family. James 1:27 says, "Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this, to look after orphans and widows in their distress." God calls each of us to fill this call in different ways, but for me and my husband, it meant becoming a foster mom to several children and eventually becoming adoptive parents. When we were in the midst of fostering these different children, I only knew a small handful of other foster and adoptive moms. When you're parenting through foster care and adoption, there's still finger paint and Cheerios, but there's also birth parent visits and social workers and therapists that are in your life. Over the next few years at Cornerstone, God started bringing together other families who had adopted, who were fostering, or some who had been adopted themselves. From there, some families started meeting together to share life. Adoption is beautiful, but sometimes it's really hard. And sharing your parenting journey with other parents that are on a similar path is encouraging for both parents and children. In the past, our foster care and adoptive group here at Cornerstone has had speakers for parents and small events for families to get together and do life together. We eventually named the ministry Forever Loved, and it came from the idea of what we often call adoptive families. We call them forever homes. And the Bible tells us that those who trust in God have forever homes in heaven, and that we are all forever loved by God. As foster parents and adoptive parents, we get to play a small part in showing God's forever love here on earth. And if you've been touched by adoption or foster care in any way, we'd love to have you join us on your parenting journey. When life returns to some semblance of normal, and it will one day, our Forever Loved ministry hopes to be back up and meeting together as families. If you have questions or you'd like to connect with us, please email us at foreverloved@cornerstonenj.org.